What is going on? We are here and we are back for some more gaming. I made a executive decision. I had pretty much worked all my hours last week at work as well as the last 2 days. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna take a day off. Called out of work. I just want to play some games. I'll be going back to work tomorrow and Wednesday, of course. But yeah, I just want a game today, man. And we're here to play more First Berserker Khazan. We are not very far in this game, guys. Not very far at all. All I did was the tutorial, roughly, I think. Think of, I don't want to go there yet. Yeah, because see, I think I can do this. See, I don't know what those other things mean. I have no idea. Maybe I can't go back? See, I thought I could, like, replay. No? Maybe I cannot. Right, so who are you? Oops, wrong button.
Traveling with a ghost? I can't tell if you're brave or just foolish. You're working with that ghost, are you? This means you have some knowledge about lacrima.
Yes, some knowledge with lacrima.
Everything contains lacrima, and I have the power to extract it. But when I do, the object vanishes.
Oh, that's right. That's what
It's
she can
all
do.
about-
She can, you can disenchant items.
We must stop netherworld energy from seep.
Go to Embaz. Alright, I know this is where I'm supposed to go. Oh, so this is the new thing. I don't think I'm level 17, no? Okay, so this is how I can go back. What level am I? Oh, I'm 21. Okay, I'm a lot higher level than I thought. Let's do this. Fuck it.
General, what brings you here?
Oh, what brings you here, Quimmock?
I actually have some information about that ghost within you.
Alright, tell me about the
fountain
ghost.
within you loves battle, thrives on it. It must have searched for a body strong enough to survive in battle, which is why it chose you. This sanctuary must have been quite the prize for a spirit like that. Storm Pass is where the mightiest Bantu warriors are born.
Okay.
There is a strangely familiar presence among the ghosts within you. Since your last visit, its presence has been growing stronger.
Yes.
I believe it to be the spirit of an ancient Bantu warrior. Your trial must have awakened it. The phantom that resides within you is quite exceptional indeed. Combat is essential to it, a unique amalgamation forged over time from countless other ghosts.
Yes.
Over the course of many years, the ghosts fall into a slumber. You must awaken these ghosts and make a pact with them, or force them into one. Be aware, this endeavor is not without risk. But I am sure with your strength, General, you will succeed.
Give me 1 second here. Oh god damn it, my windows are all screwed up here. Okay, whatever. End convo.
Spirit of the Great Fire, why do you stay silent in my hour of need?
Oh, that looks ominous.
You want my strength? Prove to me you're worthy.
Okay, so it's the same as the boss. I'm basically just fighting him again. Hey, what's up, dude? Still trying to figure out how to play the game. I'm dead. Yeah, it feels very tight. Feels very tight. I just didn't. I've only played for like 2 hours, and then I didn't play the last 2 days, so I'm immediately fighting a boss. I'm trying to remember how to play. But yeah, this is a Souls-like, but it's a lot more deep than I thought. I was actually originally going to pass on the game. Alright, I just gotta remember this dude literally is the same thing as the boss that I fought before. That it's a little shorter than most Souls games. That it's like 25 to 30 hours, and that's even with doing side content. But it is also to just maximize and use Steam refund. So that's why I played 2 hours. And then I made my decision after that if I was going to refund it or not. That's what I did with AC Shadows. So I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and actually see how fucking stupid that game is. And yeah, it's a bad Assassin's Creed in my opinion. God damn it. I knew that was going to be the grab. I originally was going to pass on Assassin's Creed just purely because it's Ubisoft. I hate Ubisoft. I think they are the worst Western devs in existence. And they just had the announcement a couple days ago that now all Assassin's Creed, Rainbow Six Siege, I forgot there's a couple other IPs now are going to be under Tencent. Because, you know, China owns everything. God damn it. Well, I mean, they're already under a mountain of MTXs. Ubisoft is, I think, is like one of the only Western devs that puts in battle passes, season passes, locks, day one content behind ultimate editions and stuff for single player games. Like, I already hate it in multiplayer games, but if it's a competitive multiplayer game, there's a little bit of an understanding at least. In a single player game, that kind of stuff is awful. Damn it, dude. Well, see, and that's the thing that really sucks is, you know, when they're designing the games, the original game designers are probably like, oh yeah, let's put this here, let's put this here, let's put this here. But then they're like, you know, the people above are like, well, actually, how about we take away these items and put them behind the paid wall? Damn. So, the Star Wars game that came out last year was... I already knew Ubisoft was scummy as fuck, but... the Star Wars game last year was... like... holy shit, dude. I still ended up getting the game because I had enough, like, Ubisoft points, I guess, from previous games that I've had. So I was able to get the game essentially for free.
Prove to me you're worthy.
But there was literal missions in the game. Again, it's a single player game that was only, you could only play the mission if you bought the Ultimate Edition, and then other stuff that only if you bought the Battle Pass. But it's already in the game, like full on quest lines and everything. Like, horrible. Well, what I think is that they're just trying to copy the Asian market, well, specifically China and Korea's market. And that in Asia, mobile games are more popular than anything else. They're far more popular than consoles and PC and all that. And mobile games are the most predatory type games in existence, right? Yep, but it's Ubisoft. Oh yeah, Ubisoft is fucked. Because there are so many better ways to be able to monetize a game and like get money out of your player base than the way that they're doing it. Path of Exile is like famously known for making ass loads of money because everything is cosmetic. Well, almost everything. And people are willing, you know, to spend money for that. Or for, you know, the longest time in League of Legends, right? It was all about skins. Yeah, this dude is way harder than the original boss, too. Shit. Damn. What a way to get back into the game, dude. I'm like fighting this motherfucker. This is completely optional fight, by the way. But I'm just like, fuck it. If I can do it now. It says recommended level 17. I'm 21. Of course. I can't not do it.
You want my strength? Prove to me you're worthy.
And I'm fighting him this way. You can fight by like pure dodging and everything, but I've already been speccing into if I get like the perfect guards, they call it like a brink guard. I don't know, it's whatever their terminology is. It does more damage to his stamina. Damn it. You been playing anything multiplayer, dude? Yeah, the whiteboard is basically the poise. I mean, it's essentially your stamina. Once it goes to 0, you can stagger, or not stagger, you can do like visceral attack or whatever. Nothing new. The usuals. So did you guys never get into playing Monster Hunter? I'm honestly surprised you guys never really got into the old ones. shit. Couldn't block. Damn, that's not even the move I wanted to do. So, I'm going to tell you right now, damn it, the current game, Monster Hunter Wilds, is the best Monster Hunter for a new player. And part of that is because it is actually lacking a lot of features that's in previous Monster Hunter games. So, there is a lot of stuff that's like for veteran players that actually we complain about a lot. Yep, exactly. But for new players and new people to the franchise, or people who never really got far into the other ones or things like that, or, you know, who have tried the other games, but they're, just like it's too front-loaded with information, Wilds has been much more successful with the general broad audience because there is a lot of things that just aren't even in Wilds right now. However, it will be. So they've already talked about a lot of the stuff, the roadmap for pretty much the entire year up until next year. A lot of the things that normally is in the Monster Hunter games is coming. So I have been trying since Monster Hunter World to get some friends of mine to play Monster Hunter because I've pretty much soloed Monster Hunter always. Which is fun and a challenge in of itself, but what's more fun than just getting together with some homies and just smashing some monsters? But yeah, there's a lot less information overload in Wilds, as well as the fact that even some of the stuff that is still in the games from the previous games, they do a much better job about not throwing at you every single game's mechanics in the first 2 hours of the game. I know, because that was a huge issue I remember in Monster Hunter World. I was like learning basic mechanics after 100 hours. I'm like,
You want
what?
my strength? Prove to me you're worthy.
It's full crossplay with PlayStation and PC as well. Oh, what am I doing? I will say the biggest downside with Monster Hunter Wilds at the moment is the PC version is very, it's not optimized very well. You essentially need a beast computer to be able to run it pretty well. Even people with 4090s, 5090s and everything, they still have to run frame gen. Now, to be fair, the current frame gen is significantly better than last gen's frame gen, but yeah, I had built a new computer just for Monster Hunter, and I game at 1440 without frame gen. Granted, to be fair, okay, I am running with literally max settings, everything. Okay, that's one of the things that like people are like, yeah, like I still gotta run with all this. I'm like, yeah, okay. To be fair, I am literally every settings to the max. But normally my FPS is around like 70 to 80. But there's a couple of areas in the game that my FPS will drop to like 40 without frame gen. With frame gen, I mean, I'm usually looking at like 150 to 160. Dude, this dude's nuts. I'm dead. So, the game is much more similar to Monster Hunter World than people, or not people, but that Capcom was leading people on to believe. Technically, yes, you can run from one biome to all the biomes without ever going through a load screen. But you're never going to do that, because it's still sectioned off. It's like, here's the desert, and there's one tiny little cave pathway you go through. All right, here's the forest. Okay, then there's a tiny little cave path through. Okay, now here's, you know, so it's like when you can fast travel to camps and things like that, you know, you're never going to fucking do that shit. In terms of like shared world with other players, you can play with up to 100 people in a fucking lobby. I tried doing it. Holy shit, my FPS is like 10. So don't do that. Now you can play with, I think it's up to 4 people total. Maybe it's 8 in like a squad or whatever. No. So it's not 100 people versus a monster. It's 100 people in a lobby. And what that means is when you're in like the camps, there can be like 100 people. And when you're looking for a group to go hunt the monster or a monster or whatever, you can select or choose to invite anybody from that group, from those 100 people, to be in your squad. Once you go on the mission, you'll kind of like phase out, and then it'll just be only you and your squad that are gonna hunt the monster. It's either 8 or 4. I think it's 4. And because in like Monster Hunter World, 8 was for specific events. Basically, the 100 people is just for like when you're not doing anything. It's like the lobby. That's all it really is. I mean, it's cool. Yeah, you can run around and see a bunch of people. You know, you can see some cool, sick fucking gear and all that shit. But meh. Yeah, man. Anytime you want to get the game, I can guide you. I'm gonna kill this motherfucker. Even if it's the only thing I do in my entire stream today, I'm gonna kill this fucker. Shit. I forgot he was gonna do one more move. I just gotta get really good with my blocks. So when he pulls out the sword's usually the strongest part of him. I gotta dodge that though. I was pretty good. I was dodging most of them. Shit, that damage is fucking nuts, man. I'm ready out of all my heals. Dude, have I even got him to half HP in any attempt yet? Fuck, dude. That's my favorite move for him to do because it always leaves him vulnerable. Well, I got him more than half this time. Damn it. I also have Jack in a Box on the way. I keep forgetting. I've actually... So, here's one thing, too. When you die... Oh, shit, dude. The subprime. Or whatever the fuck it's called. I appreciate it, dude. You still gain XP in your skill trees. So here's the skill trees. You have skill trees for your weapons. You have the dual wield, the great sword, and the spear. I like the great sword. It's the one that I like. I would like the dual wield more if it wasn't always one sword, one axe. And the spear's kind of weird. But yeah, I got 2 skill points. I'm trying to think of what I want to grab here. Ooh, that's actually probably huge. Yeah. For me, Jack in a Box is, they're just only one of 2 places I can DoorDash from in the middle of the night. It's either that or Del Taco.
You want my strength?
And Del Taco is, takes a little too long. Bro, this motherfucker just fucked me up. His first moves. Comes the swording. Whew. Barely dodged that shit. I believe. I'm always trying to believe. Comes the claws, motherfucker. Shit. Playing this though is like doing the parry stuff. It's just making me like, damn, I want to play Sekiro again, dude. I really hope FromSoft's next game is not like an Elden Ring. I mean, obviously, I know they have Night Rain coming. Well, I remember that was the one you were still streaming back then, and you stopped playing it. I remember. I don't know if you ever went back. No more heals. Fuck. Motherfucker's like teleporting and shit. I can't hit him. Don't get greedy. Don't get greedy. Motherfucker. There we fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude. Holy shit. Fuck that guy. Never give up. Alright, what'd I get? I got some gear. So the gear in this game is much more like, did you ever play Neo? Or something like that? Or, I guess an easier thing is, it's like Diablo. See, and then I get these two-handed dual-wielding things, and they look sick. Yeah. It's... To me, I just look at it and I'm like, it's very similar to Neo. That's how Neo is. Frontal damage defense. See, I love the fact, like, there's all these stats, dude. Is Neo worth playing? Is Neo worth playing? Bro. Okay, let me tell you about Neo. I will say this. Number 2 is just a superior version of number 1. And it's also a prequel, so there's really no reason to ever play number 1. Unless you just want to experience some different bosses. It has... Think of a Souls game, but having the combat of almost like a high-tech fighting game. And having the gear system of like Diablo. And it's like really in depth with crafting, things like that. The game's not an interconnected open world. It is level mission based. So you go to like a world map and then you select your mission and things like that. Bosses are sick. Yes, there's cheese builds. I used a cheese build in Neo too. The game's incredible. They had done some other games, or there were some other games that are similar to Neo as well. Not Black Myth Wukong, although that game's great too. There was another game that came out maybe a year before that. It was another Chinese lore game, but it was made by the same guys that did Neo. The game was too easy. I guess when I'm saying like a high-tech fighter, I'm not saying it's exactly like a 2D tech fighter. But it's like, so your character has 3 stances. You have high stance, mid stance, and low stance. You have there's a plethora of different types of weapons, and each weapon has different movesets in each stance. So every weapon essentially has 3 different movesets for low, mid, high. You have an ability, you have a thing called key pulsing, which key pulsing, if you can key pulse and key dance properly, you can have infinite stamina, essentially. Because your key is your stamina. Obviously, if you don't have stamina, you can't do moves. You need it to dodge, you need it to execute attacks, block, and all that. And a lot of the key pulse dancing stuff is utilized by switching stances mid-combo. So there's a lot of combos that utilize, okay, you start with light attack, and low stance, and finish a high stance, high attack, or high attack, and that'll finish a combo. And you can unlock combos throughout the game as well, so there's more moves you can learn as well. There is some level of magic in the game. You're not going to really use it too much, but there is some level of that, some items and things like that. Yeah. I'm trying to think of all the types of weapons. There's katana, dual katana, kusurigama, axe, hammer, udachi. Oh, udachi might be number 2 only. There's at least those. If it's not that expensive, or, because the game's kind of older now, right? I want to say Neo 2 came out in like 2018 or 2019. Game's incredible. And the end game is, if you get hooked on that kind of stuff too, like, there's so much you can do after you beat the game. Like, there's like insane levels for like challenge runs and everything. It's honestly like nuts. Also, my Jack in the Box is here. Be right back. No, I did not get those. I almost did get something that would have had them in them, though. Because they have the late night bundles, and then they have the digital bundles. They have make your own munchie meals and things like that. And I used to do the create your own munchie meal, or late night munchie meal, or whatever the fuck. And it would usually come with 2 of the tacos. But nope. I know fast food is extremely unhealthy, but I try my best to, even if I'm being unhealthy, I have to still limit myself to chicken most of the time. So I got a chicken sandwich. But I also got they currently have Oreo mint coffee. Although they totally didn't give that to me. It tastes just like a... Oh, you know what? Maybe I did fuck up on my order. Let me alt tab real quick. Oh, that's why. I didn't get the Oreo version. I just got the mint coffee. Never mind. I've done that before where I've kind of fucked up my order. I'm like, man, they fucked up my order. And I'm like, no, I ordered the wrong fucking thing. Oh, I got a new ring. Dodge stamina cost decrease. See, that's rough to decide because I don't really dodge. I like to parry or block. I like that more. But it is more HP. I guess I go with that for now. I'll get this. I have no idea, dude. You gotta keep in mind, aside from the little bit that I've been on today, about 40 minutes, I've only played 2 hours. I'm like ultra early game. Even if the game is only like a 30-hour game, like, that's still a pretty early game. You guys, totally different type of multiplayer game though, but...
Following Charon's command,
hold on. We got some dialogue
we
here.
accepted a new soul. Choose which ghost to bind with. The Blade Nexus will be your guide.
I have no idea. Maybe I'll look like this guy, because this dude is actually inside of me. Giggity. Yes. This gentleman right here is actually inside of me. Yeah. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah. You guys never got on the hype train of playing games like Repo or Lethal Company or anything like that? Oh, yeah, he definitely does kind of look like a Daedra. I didn't even think about that. Completed. Alright, here we go. New area. My only thing is I'm worried that this entire game takes place in the snow. And I love snow. I'm very biased. Yeah, I can totally see that. That's why, luckily, those games are really, really cheap. Repo is basically the same thing, but it's more intricate. And I think it's like $9. Oh, complete other thing too. I don't know if you guys saw this. I don't know if you were you ever somebody who likes the Silent Hill games? The new Silent Hill game that just got announced, I think wasn't it a big deal? I saw that it's not going to be available in Australia because the rating. Yeah, you saw that? I'm like, what? For what? Like, I'm assuming it's just because it's just too brutal. Oh, it's for drug use. Okay. Then why don't they just change that shit for that game? Yeah, the game's not rated for adults for, you know, for a reason, guys. What? I never understand that shit. Huh? Oh, well, I guess I'm gonna get this one later. Deliver the ghost gem to Veronica the Advocate. Hey man, if it's adults doing that shit, who gives a fuck? Let them do whatever the fuck they want. Unless they're saying, oh shit, now we gotta go get some and then give it to the children too. Like, bro. So I'm assuming this game called Schedule 1 that's kind of making the rounds on Twitch is banned in Australia. This game is like pretty popular with streamers right now. You seen this? Schedule 1, I believe is the name of the game. The whole premise of the game is literally to make a drug empire and distribute drugs. But it's like very detailed in the sense of like it's like an actual like management sim game. Oh wait, do I have things to upgrade? Well, I didn't even check. There we go. Oh, okay. It's the actual fact of use.
We feel it. Energy from the netherworld. We must find this temple.
Oh shit. Oh shit, they're gonna come back to life, yep. Okay. There's something keeping them alive then. That's fun. Oh, well, he ain't coming back. All right. That's exactly what we gotta do. Now, see, I'm just worried that the game is going to have the same exact aesthetic the whole way through. Like, I hope not. Yeah, I'm just not even going to kill anything if they're all going to just keep reviving. No point. Oh yeah, but you said you had finally finished KCD 1? Or did you say you were playing it currently? Dude, KCD 2, and I know Witcher 3 is like one of your favorite games of all time. Oh, I don't know why I didn't think about that as an option. KCD 2 might honestly be like one of my favorite games of all time. I haven't finished it yet. I have about 90 hours in at the moment. Really? But yeah. Because see, I liked KCD 1. I thought it was a good game. But I didn't think it was, like, amazing. It had a lot of problems, is the way that I felt about it. KCD 2. Slow? Slow in what way do you mean? Because if you mean just, like, the pace of the game, that's by design. 2's not really any different, I think. But if you mean slow in terms of like, well, here's the thing about the narrative. The games are designed to be full sandbox, immersive sim games to where like, you just do whatever the fuck you want. Like you can actually beat. So KCD 2, if you do pretty much everything, it's going to take around 150 plus hours, I guess. Or you can rush the main story and finish the game in like 15. Oh, shit. Got fucking Legolas over here, dude. As you do. Seems fitting. But I will say that KCD 2 basically improves upon every system. The combat is easier and more fluid. Which is nice. So the combat in 2, they remove the center reticule. for like the stabs. And now it's only up, left, right, down. And some weapons don't even have up. Whole arms are weapons now, like an actual weapon class, like halberds and things like that. If you want to use them, I think they actually, unfortunately, suck. But the game just also, it just works. I will say that I do think story-wise and like voice acting-wise, at least with the main characters and everything, it's top-notch. My only complaint is that a lot of the characters are or the same voice actors are used for characters. So it's a little kind of weird when like it's a main, you know, supporting character, and then they're also the same voice as just random bandit. You're like, what the fuck? That looks like a big boy. Oh yeah, there's many times I was playing where I feel like I'm playing like a Bethesda game. Oh shit, that... Woo! Motherfucker. Well, his spin to win was not blockable. Allows the blacksmith. Who the fuck is the blacksmith? Craft. See, I haven't even unlocked this shit yet. This is for like crafting consumables. I haven't gotten that far in the game yet. The Wanderer's set. Max stam plus guard stamina damage decrease. It's only 3 stamina. I don't think it's worth it. Don't think worth. Hey, already, man. Appreciate you stopping by and hanging out, dude. Good to see you. And Philzor's with the raid. Oh, shit. God damn it, I have no heals. During an ad break, too.